Hi, subscribers of Mystic Scribe. I know you haven't heard from me in a while and I haven't been doing any new recordings, but I just wanted to have a little check-in and give you an update. I've been working on a book for the last couple of years, and it's a hybrid spiritual memoir. Hopefully it'll be coming out this year. That's about my journey with the saints and sages. And this channel really is all about the great saints and sages. And yesterday, all of a sudden, Annamalai Swami, who was one of Bhagavan Ramana's direct disciples, he just came in really strongly because his story really is kind of the everyman story. It is all about earnestness. And I remember one time reading Nisargadatta Maharaj, where he was talking about how earnestness is the decisive factor. It's what brings the fish to the mountain stream that it was born, and the bird back to its nest. And it really is the driving force for the spiritual journey. Because no matter what's happening, and nowadays we have so much going on with turbulence in the outer relative sphere that we all must navigate as part of this journey and have it be unified, and at the same time not believe it, be fully immersed in it but not believing in it. And Annamalai, I believe it was 1928, he was a young man, probably about 18 or 20, and he had this driving earnestness, and it led him at a young age. And though he was not necessarily a very ripe devotee at the time, he had this tremendous grace that drove him to Bhagavan. But he had karmas to deal with. For like 10 years, he helped build Ramana Ashramam up from just a simple thatched shed. And he just stayed true to the most simple teachings that Bhagavan gave him. And Bhagavan never let him feel like he was separate from the self and that he was some immaculate being. Everyone was the self. And he slowly but surely, through that earnestness, he burned through all of his karmas and a lot of his vasanas, the latent tendencies of mind. And then, right about the same time that Ganapati Muni, one of the senior disciples of Ramana, said that he told Bhagavan, you've been working Annamalai Swami very hard, or not necessarily that Bhagavan had been working him, but just the fact that Annamalai had been working very hard in the hot sun for years, and it was starting to take its toll on him. And it maybe isn't it time. And then there was the famous story from Talks with Sri Ramana, where Annamalai Swami was helping give Bhagavan his morning bath, and they were talking about somehow one of the other helpers will ask a question about eating ganja or hashish or something, and Bhagavan grabbed Annamalai Swami and put him in a hug and started laughing, Ananda, Ananda. And that was, you might say, a deep initiation or a powerful awakening for Annamalai. And then everything shifted for him. He moved into the sadhu community. But that wasn't it. He stayed incredibly earnest to the teachings of self-inquiry and stayed true to Bhagavan. And for about 15 or 20 years, he remained staying with the practices, not turning away. And then finally, he did realize the self. And that's the journey we're all on, no matter what the obstacles are. and that earnestness. I mean, in my own journey, I just keep coming back to it. The earnestness for the truth. And that's what brings everyone to a channel like this, is that earnestness. And we don't even know where it's coming from. We just know that somehow it is part of who we are at an essential level. That earnestness is very close to the self. Because you can say everything is the self. But earnestness is like this ever-sprouting seed and a guiding light for us. And anyway, I just wanted to touch in and share. I know I've left a few books kind of in limbo, and I do hope to finish them and do some future recordings once a permanent home and a good recording space comes to fruition here. Stay strong in the truth, and blessings be on all of you.